Emmerdale landlady Chas Dingle could be set to fall pregnant with Al Chapman's baby as Monday night's edition of the ITV soap hinted the pair might re-explore their feelings for one another. Chas, played by Lucy Pargeter, has been at the heart of a dispute at the Woolpack on Emmerdale as Marlon Dingle, Mark Charnock, sold his shares in the pub. The Chafe's percentage of the establishment didn't go to just anyone as Al, Michael Wildman, ended up getting his hands on the business. Fans of the ITV soap will remember Chas and Al seemed to develop feelings of passion for each other last year but never acted on them. However, in Monday night's episode, their chemistry seemed to be returning as they shared a flirtatious phone call. If an affair begins, will the landlady fall pregnant with her lover's child? The episode began with Chas, her husband Paddy Kirk, Dominic Brunt, Marlon and Al all having a conversation about changing the suppliers for their food service. This was something Marlon was against, as he wanted his creations in the kitchen to be of the highest quality. With ready meals possibly replacing fresh food instead of taking a more gastro approach, the room was divided. Although her husband and her cousin were against the idea, Chas decided to give Al the go-ahead, meaning he would trust her a little bit more. She explained herself by saying it gave them the time to investigate what the businessman was really planning and whether it would actually work to save money. Sticking to her word, Chas began exploring the background of the suppliers Al had suggested using and she learned they were very good. When the businessman walked into the room after she had finished her investigative calls, the landlady held her hands up and admitted her first thoughts might have been wrong. "Have you got a problem with me checking up on you?" she said with a grin on her face, to which Al replied, "Not at all. You take a look if you like, I've got nothing to hide," he added, with Chas replying, "You sure about that? And what if I find something I hate?" "We discuss it openly," he said, adding, "This place is your baby and you know it better more than I ever will. But I didn't invest for the good of my health, this is my livelihood at stake, too," he remarked, stating, "If we don't work together as true partners, it's going to be over before it started." Before the next scene rolled, Chas gave her new business partner another grin, as it seems they were talking about more than just the business. By the end of the episode, she was giving Al a call to talk through their plans once more and to confirm she was on board. Explaining why she was calling, Chas said, "Just wanted to say I couldn't find a fault with your figures. I need Marlon to back down about the meals. We can be set in our ways but we do want to improve things," she continued. "No, I get it. Change can be scary but necessary," Al remarked, again sounding as if he was talking about more than business. "Do you always sound like a business studies textbook?" Chas asked her new business partner, who replied, "Only when I'm excited about a project with true potential." The landlady beamed as she knew the man on the other end of the line was pulling at her heartstrings, but she proceeded to bring the call to an end. As they both put their phones down, they smirked with glee as they seemed to like the excitement they both feel for one another. Although they never acted on their feelings for each other last time, this time they could cross the line altogether. With Paddy having put such a financial strain on the business thanks to his dealings with Kim Tate, Claire King, Chas could be feeling very distant from him. Feeling stuck in her relationship and spending more time with Al could push her to seek passion and comfort from her business partner. As the pair embark on a steamy affair, they could ensure they're never caught out by taking business trips together and making the most of their stolen moments. However, a pregnancy could rock their little arrangement as Chas is forced to confront being a mother again to a child who is not her husband's. Not wanting to be a father again either, Al could become cold and distant towards his business partner, leaving her to deal with the situation on her own. Unwilling to keep her betrayal from her husband for any longer, Chas could confess all to Paddy and ask him to bring up the child as his own. Knowing Al would somehow manage to weave his way into the landlady's life, the Vert would be furious, but not wanting the baby to be fatherless, he would step up to the mark. This would put an enormous strain on his relationship with his wife as he would feel he could never trust her again. Unfortunately, only time would tell whether the beloved couple would be able to move past it or struggle to accept a future together.